Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Celine Collins, and this is Truly Helpful, the podcast that's truly designed for you and yours, man. Look, I'm your host, Celine Collins, and today we have another episode, and basically, I'm going to call this, I'm so improv too. Let's try to call this ingredients of life, right? So what I mean by that is I'm saying, like, sometimes in life, I think we are so focused on trying to figure out, like, where we are as human beings, what kind of skill sets do we have, and then like try to make this thing like a masterful project to make us like this superhuman or something like that. And then we'll reach success and power and all that type of thing. And I've been battling with that for a long time, right? And I was sitting down and I was thinking about what was going on in my life right now, especially when it comes to like the job market and stuff like that. And I'm like, I have all these different skill sets, I have all these different talents and things, and I don't really know how to like put these things into a resume, right? So like employer could just be like, hey man, this kid is like super cool. He's very enthusiastic, super smart, and he has a whole bunch of skill sets that will be valuable for our company. I have all these different skills and everything from a lot of different like areas, but don't really know how to put that in a resume. And I was sitting there thinking like, well, you know what, bro? Like, maybe the reason why is because I don't have a particular roadmap or a particular one main thing that I'm trying to do. And I'm getting blinded by like all these different skill sets and everything like that. And I think that's what we all do as human beings. I know if I feel like this, I'm pretty sure somebody else out there feels like this. It's almost like, for instance, if I was saying like, if we were making a cake, right? So like you have like an egg, you have butter, water, salt, pepper, whatever, or any type of entree you're just trying to make. You have all these different ingredients, which are skill sets, right? But at the same time, you don't have a plan. There's no recipe, right? And I think that's what we do in life. We try to acquire all these different skills and accolades and different things of that nature, but we don't really have a roadmap, a guideline, or a main thing. Like my father used to say all back in the day, like, Celine, always keep the main thing, and everything else will make room for it. And I'm like, what is he talking about? My dad was like a riddle person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he would tell you like the grass is always green on the other side. But you don't really know that. I'm like looking outside like, bro, our grass is green. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of person he was. But now that I'm older and I'm thinking about it and I'm living real life, he was right. Keep the main thing the main thing. I'm so worried about all these different skills and traits that I have, not really having an end goal or a recipe to the entree that I'm trying to make in life. And I think we all do that. We're all trying to sit here and try to figure out all these things so where we can be successful and like these superstars or whatever like that. But I don't think that we have a plan to do that. Saying that you want to be a superstar or saying that you want to be great in a particular thing doesn't actually, that's just like a thing, but it's not like a tangible thing. We actually have to make like real goals, like real standards to be like, hey, like for instance, right now I stumbled across project management, right? And project management is something that I can do seamlessly. Like I'm studying it and I'm like, oh, I know this. Like it's like second nature. And I think God gives us all the abilities and the skill sets that we need for everything we're supposed to be doing on this earth, right? Things is going to make us successful. Things is going to make us good to our community and everything else and everything in between. But I think we get hung up on trying to, I don't know, filter ourselves to like reach status quo or like fit into everybody else's mold with these skill sets and stuff like that. The things that you don't naturally possess, right? And so I'm doing this project management. I'm like, yo, I think this is my thing. Even though I'm an entrepreneur and I've done like entrepreneur, I've done marketing, branding, management, all these different things. Project management is something I've been doing since I was a little kid. Like I have a younger brother named Omari. And so like when we were younger, growing up, we'll get off the bus stop. My parents are still at work or whatever like that. Me and Omari need to figure out that we got to eat, right? And I'm like, okay, that's a problem. And I'll find a solution. It was my job as the older brother to figure it out. I've always been doing project management. That's on a small scale, but even with business, like I started business from the ground up, we had to figure out what was the thing that our community was missing in the clothing industry, and then figure out if we could fill that void. And how will we do that? And how we market that thing? And how will we make those people want to keep coming back and shopping with us? Though all those things are project management, and I wasn't really paying attention or realizing that's exactly what it was. So I think us as human beings just have to like start focusing and really paying attention on the main thing. What are you actually trying to do? Right. And then from that, once you have that goal or like that main recipe, now you know what type of ingredients, aka skill sets, that you need to have in place. The ones that you already possess that you need to master now, or also ones that you just kind of have to acquire like along the way. And I think that's like relatively and super important. And it took me 31 years to figure this out, but I think a lot of us go into like these depressionary states and we kind of feel like we're empty or we're just running for this bag or money. And it's like, but we're living an unfulfilled life. And I think the reason why some of us can make a lot of money and still be unfulfilled is because you're not necessarily doing the things that you're supposed to actually be doing. You're doing things that make money, which is cool. But if you also do things that you are passionate about, that you naturally are good at, like anybody, people pay for mastery, right? If you're a master at a particular craft, people will pay for you. That's just what it is. Like, think about it from a lawyer's aspect. If you're in jail and you have tons of money, you're just going to spend tons of money for like a state appointed lawyer? No, you're not. You're going to go and try to get the best of the best, the next Johnny Cochran or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you didn't do anything that bad. But if you did, you would pay top dollar for the guy or the girl that's going to get you out of that situation. You're not going to pay top dollar for mediocrity. And that's the whole point. And I think that's what a lot of us is missing when it comes to life. Yo, if you just chill, pick that one thing that you are going to be the master at, it will make room for everything else that you got going on, bro. You don't have to worry about finances anymore. You don't have to worry about notoriety. You don't have to worry about anything. And you definitely don't have to worry about fulfillment. Say if all those things don't come, but you'll still be fulfilled inside. I think those are all your riches that you need anyway. I know it's easy to say, but I'm just saying, literally, I think that's really what this whole thing is about. I mean, we all think about it. We really think about it and we break this thing down. We all literally chase money for what? To happiness. To be free. Have all the time in the world to do what we want to do. We want to go, we want to go. We want to buy, we want to buy. We want to be with who we want to be with, right? Why you work so hard? For that freedom, for that happiness, for that thing where we just kind of like, all right, cool. We're chilling. Well, you can do that and still get paid. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I'm at in life right now. And of course, naturally, I'm just an open book. And this is where I'm at in life right now, where I'm feeling like I'm being pushed to more so. Of course, I'm about money and stuff like that as well, but I'm also way more about fulfillment. And I think a lot of people feel the same way I feel. You can kind of get down on yourself over and over again about trying to fit in a box for money when necessarily, bro, it's like, that's not what I really want to do. And you're feeling unfulfilled. And then when, say, something happens where you get let go or whatever like that, and now you don't have the money, now you have to do soul searching, right? You have to do soul searching. You have to figure out, why am I doing what I'm doing? And I think that's what it is, because I was out here moving without the recipe. I was out here moving without the entree that I really want to make. And now I think I'm getting clarity on figuring out exactly what entree I'm trying to make. And then after that, the roadmap and the recipe will be brought to me, because now I know what the goal is and what I want to actually do. And then my eyes are now keen on paying attention to those things that will help me fulfill that, right? So I know this is a short podcast today, man, but look, I just wanted to just come on here, holler at y'all about that, man. So remember, I know I said a lot, but this is the gist of it. Stop focusing so much on all of the skills that you don't have or may have. Focus on the actual thing that you're trying to do. Then navigate those things, navigate your way to get that thing by skills that you can look into and see if you acquire these things, or if you already have those and possess those. I think that would be an easy way, and it kind of knocks out kind of like the middleman. You're trying to acquire all these different skills, but you don't have any idea what to do with it once you acquire them, right? Let's do some reverse engineering here and pick the main thing and make the main thing, and then work our way backwards from there. Then acquire those skills that you need to make that thing happen and make your perfect entree in life. All right, man. So look, this is your boy Salim Collins. This is Truly Helpful, the podcast. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And remember, go out today or any day and just be helpful. All right. Peace.